Hello and welcome creators to Loki Studio's Metadata Tab, more comprehensive, more explanation video. So as you can see, I'm actually processing the metadata right now, and I will go into the settings just a little bit, as I kind of avoided the settings in the transcription tab video just because they're a little more comprehensive, a little more advanced user. I will be doing an advanced users videos in the near future. So bear with me here. I still have a lot of work to do, and I'm still trying to fix some issues. So as you can see, while I was talking, it did create the metadata for the rest of the, it did complete the videos. And you can see that what the metadata does is it takes the transcription and it creates like a text file of essentially the human readable version. It keeps basically, this is the old way I did things when this was literally a series of scripts. Whoops. And what happens is essentially the title, has a title, description, human, this and that, and it creates the chapters and the tags, and it puts everything into the file, right? And there's key moments. Whoops, there's key moments, there's chapters. It does that automatically for you. It's a very, very white glove kind of system, and it was written because I just am terrible at making descriptions and stuff. And I do believe this tab will make your channel grow and will definitely help you. This is the moneymaker tab. Um, and I mean, Loki Studio was designed for efficiency, to get you a little bit of. I mean, I wouldn't call it SEO optimized because it's actually written for a human to read, not for like, SEO stuff, which is, it keeps repeating the same keyword like 50 times. It's absolutely unreadable garbage. I hated the SEO era of the internet because everything was just garbage looking, reading. It's terrible to read. So essentially, in this eye-opening video, viewers are taken on a harrowing journey through the often grim realities of college life in today's economy. And then basically, uh, um, and then this guy right here, Doctor Disaster. He basically, a master class in misguided casting, and he goes, the language that I used was actually different. For I used a film critic personality, and we're getting into personalities now, right? The personality system is not none of this. None of Loki is like faking it. It's augmenting. It's making everything better, right? It's helping you summarize. If you don't have text in your transcription, your metadata is not going to generate. Even like Al Bundy's philosophy, Al Bundy video. This is a very, I mean, look at how short this transcription is and how much it kind of embellished and analyzed all the everything that was in here to make even more accurate description of the video. And what the beauty of that is that it took that little bit of information, made it this massive like description that will then get your video, your chances of your videos viewed even more. But if I don't have that, it won't create this. All right, so you need you need to transcribe, you need tech, you need voice, you need excuse me, you need to create the content. This is not a content creation tool. So I just want to make that very clear. This is not going to create the metadata for you, if you don't have something to create it from. This is not a prompter where you write up like hey, write me a description of Hindi toxic parents, right? It's not going to do that for you. So this is also the transcription from the actual video, that was then summarized as basically like a Cliff Notes kind of like thing, as the host navigates through. And we're going to go like, so basically I did everything in third person. And then basically, so everything's all in third person. It was written in film critic stuff. These are all like different personalities that you can apply, and there's a lot of personalities in this whole entire thing. Let's actually do a brain rot, and then delete this one, and just really kind of see what. Let's get surprised, right? So I deleted that, and it's all gone, right? Everything's completely gone, and and you can try different models, right? So I'm using for the transcription. This is for the transcription. The LLM providers is where the metadata is created from. I'm using my OpenAI ChatGPT. It cost me like 4 cents. Okay, but if you do like a couple hundred of these videos, it's gonna start. Money's gonna start going up. If you do the built-in version right here, it's free. Yeah, I mean, once you buy the subscription, I mean, once you buy the pro version of that, or you can choose to use like LM Studio, Olama, OpenAI, Claude, or ChatGPT. These three cost money. These two are free. And then my own internal one is free once you buy the pro license. But you're perfectly free to use this too. So, anyways, back to the metadata thing. Okay, with the Hindi one, toxic as a drive head for navigating the chaos. Real talk on mother-daughter struggles and growth. Now the brain rot personality isn't as good as it used to be, but it's getting. I mean, it'll be improved a little bit as I go on. I'm starting to improve things. Also, the different LLM models definitely have an effect on that. ChatGPT or an OpenAI tend to censor things a little more, so you're basically at the whim of how they want to do their things. But essentially, we can do this one here. One of the better ones is like Bethesda Ironic, right? So if we go here and delete this and just do generate selected, hold on, my cat is my cat's always doing something weird. But anyways, so and you can explore, and you're free to explore. You can generate metadata as much as you want. Bethesda Ironic is a little more yeah, serene countryside, while laughter and nature intertwine with the most delightful ways as I wander the picturesque landscape. And so it just changes. Basically, each personality just changes the tone of how things are done. And you can see that when I clicked on first person, now it's writing it as a first person view. And that's just the beauty of this whole thing. And you can essentially, if you are done, I mean, if you don't like it, or if you want to clean up your file system, boom, you're done. I mean, you don't even have to open up the folder to do all that, or you can just delete it from the button over there. And I mean, so that's basically, and here it is. My folder is now cleaned out, right? So that's basically the whole thing about the whole of this thing. Sorry, I keep saying that. Now the medieval one is actually probably one of the better of the because it's less nuanced and it's more like focused on the content creation. And we're gonna get to that in a second once we get something generated. But so there is a different tone for everything. In this uproarious exploration of the realm of beer advertising, I embark on a quest to unmask the gender stereotypes that have long pervaded the industry. Join me as I explore. See, unmasking beer ads, a hilarious quest against gender stereotypes in advertising. It's basically it goes in, and the content also helps the personality make it better. When I'm talking about like a Fallout game and other stuff like that, like the Bethesda personality really comes out, like really shines. Soulsborne, like so if you, and you're not limited to that. Like Battle Sister, if I wanted to like do some more like Warhammer 40K stuff, you can really like get into the theme of like the how the Battle Sisters talk, or how the I even have Space Marines in here somewhere. Space Marines right here, like you can do Adeptus Astartes warriors in that. And so essentially, I mean, there's a little there's not at the view, there's not much to look at, and that's the beauty of Loki Studio, and that's why I call it was originally called Lokii, because there's a lot going on in the background. You don't have to, the user don't have to think. You just have to push a button and move on to the next one, or basically pick what you want and the set it, and then just go through the whole process and go get some coffee. It just makes the process so much easier. Navigating the labyrinth of a mother-daughter journey through communicate. Now, because I'm generating it, it doesn't really change it doesn't change that. It already is queued up everything with all the other profiles. So it's not a bug that it's not doing Space Marine right now. It's actually because it already queued it up and sent it to the job system and behind the scenes. And there we go. So that's basically it for the metadata tab. There's a lot behind the scenes of that, as I was saying, but there's a lot of like hands-off stuff, a lot of like behind just stuff that's like a little complicated, like all the prompting, all the sending it to the LLMs and all that stuff. And also, if you don't like what it is, what it does, you can also do improve title, improve tags, or make better, right? So you got all the options to basically just improve the title if you don't like the title, and which I just clicked on, and I want the title to be more Space Marine-ish, right? So now it's activated, so I got to save all, and I can do that. I can improve the title again, and it did not look like it. I mean, well, I mean, the titles are just kind of difficult to do anyways. But we can also improve the entire body of the whole thing. This is going to take a little longer. It's just that the title, here we go, in this evocative journey, and it does not, it does lose the chapters right now. So here we, the sacrifices that define our existences. I mean, that's very Space Marine, very Warhammer 40K. So basically, it really does go in there, and it does, but you do lose your chapters for now. I will fix that bug in the near future. Anyways, I will go on to the thumbnails next. Essentially, you need metadata to create the thumbnails. It just knows how to create the title and everything and like that. But I'll see that in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.